Hello friends, in today's video lecture I am going to talk about emasculation and hybridization techniques in finger millet. So finger millet is mainly grown in tropical and subtropical regions of the world. In India, it is grown as a rain-fed crop and there exists a lot of variability, diversity in this crop. The common name finger millet is derived from the fingers like branching of the panicles, so that you can see here. So they are having a finger like branching in the panicle, therefore it is called as a finger. So the scientific name is Illucine coracana. Chromosome number is 2n is equal to 36 and it belongs to the family Poaceae, means Brahmini. So ragi or finger millet has many names in English as bird's fruit, coracana and African millet. Finger millet, crow-footed millet. So among the millets of the world, this ragi ranks fourth after the pearl millet, and the major cultivating area is in Africa and Southern Asia. So there are different species are present in the world. So few of them are diploid species and some of them are tetraploid species. So diploid species includes Illucine indica, Illucine oligostacha, Illucine striastacha, Illucine poranacis, Illucine jageri and Illucine falcifolia. So these are the 6 species which is having a diploid chromosome number, while tetraploid species are Illucine coracana, Illucine africana, Illucine longipoides, Illucine verticillata and Illucine cagopoids. So these are the 5 species which is having a chromosome number 2n is equal to 36. So there are 2 cultivated species of this ragi. So Indian ragi, that is called as a Illucine coracana, which is a tetraploid in nature, which is having a short fingers, small grains, and these are the photo insensitive. While African ragi, which is also tetraploid, which is having a chromosome number 2n is equal to 4x is equal to 36, and the botanical name is Illucine africana. It also have long finger. So compared to Indian ragi, it is having a long fingers, bold grains, steep straw, and these varieties, these species are photosensitive and they are having a uneven grain maturity phase. So you can see here Illucine indica, then Illucine coracana and Illucine africana. So these are the pictures. Then botany, if we talk about the habit, these finger millet plants are having an annual or sometimes they are perennial in nature, and these are the herbaceous. They are having a soft stem. So if we consider the height is near about 1 meter, root system is adventitious and stem is compressed and elliptical. If we see the clump, so clump you can see here, they are compressed. So instead of tiller we called it here clumps. So stem is compressed while clumps are typically green in color. They are having nodes. So these nodes are glabrous and the internodes are solid, or sometimes we are having also hollow internode. So the stem, instead of tillers here we called it clump. Leaf sheath are prominently flattened. Leaf blades are linear, narrow, flat, sometimes folded without cross venation. Then inflorescence, it consists of a group of digitally arranged spikes. in a terminal umbel form. So inflorescence is umbel type. It consists of spikelets. So spikelets are strongly compressed laterally and curved towards the top. So it is curved into two overlapping rows on the outer side of the spike. So if you take each spikelet, it having 4 to 6 flowers. So you can check here, and it has 4 to 6 flowers. And if we consider the earhead, a complete earhead, this panicle, near about 1500 to 3000 flowers are present in each spikelet. Then if you open the flower, these flowers have a glooms, lemma, pilia, stamens and stigma. Okay, because so lemma, if we see, they are pointed, awnless and hairless. Pilia is present but it is awnless, and it has two lodicules. They are jointed sometimes or maybe free and fleshy. Two glooms are there. They are having more or less equal length. Lower gloom is having a one nerve. So only one nerve is present on a lower gloom. Then stamens. There are 3 stamens present inside each flower. The short anthers and long filaments. So nature versatile type of anthers are observed here. Then pistil. So ovary is glabrous, styles are free to their bases. Branched stigma with white or brown in color. So by feathery stigma is there. Fruit is called as a grain, and these grains are glabrous in nature. So here you can see, so this is called as a clump. So they are having a glabrous shape at node, while this internodal pace is hollow or sometimes it is solid. Then second one, you can see inflorescence, which is umbel type. Then here you can see part of inflorescence, branch. Then this is a spikelet. Then this is a flower without lemma and pilia. Here you can see a grain within lemma and pilia, and the last one is this is lemma and pilia grain inside, and this is the grain. So flower structure, terminal wall is going to bear about 2 to 10, but averaging 5 to 6 spikes arranged like a bird foot at the top of your peduncle. So if you see peduncle, there are near about minimum 5 to 6. On average, these fingers are present on each peduncle at the terminal position. The lowest spike is separated by 2 to 5 centimeter on the another which is present from the other spike, and which arise from the same point at the end of the stem. In each finger, near about 70 spikelets are present, and each spikelet is having 5 to 7 complete flowers. In the spikelet, the flowering is going to proceed from bottom to top. So here we are having a acropetal manner flowering. So flowering will start from bottom towards the top. So the order of flowering is from bottom to top. But if we consider a finger, means individual this spikelet, then in each spikelet we will see movement of flowering from top to bottom. Okay, so in earthhead contains near about 1500 to 3000 flowers, and the flowering period is going to vary from again 6 to 7 or sometimes 10 days. The next point is panicle shapes. So there are 4 types of panicle or inflorescence types we are having. First one is a top curved one. So in this one you can see the curved fingers are longer, with the result that they retain the center hollow. So at the center we are having hollow, and at the top they are having a curved nature. So that type of panicle is there. Then next one is incurved type. So the fingers are short and curved in, okay, and practically close up to the central hollow, giving the earhead an ovate shape. So they are giving a oval shape. They are short and they are very close to central hollow position. The next one is a open type. The fingers are the longest and present a characteristic funnel shaped appearance. So they are giving a funnel, like a funnel shape they are present arranged on the peduncle. Then the fourth one is fisty. So this type has high incurved spikelet, that thus giving a roundish or fist like appearance. So they are also incurved, but they are very close to each other. These fingers are very close to each other, so they are going to give us a round shape, a fist like a appearance. So this is called fisty type inflorescence. So seed development, the dry matter accumulation in the seed gradually increases from the milk stage and attain a maximum at a physiological maturity. So the maximum dry matter accumulation is recorded in short duration varieties as their physiological maturity as compared to medium and long duration varieties. Then floral biology. So anthesis commences from top of spikelet and they are going to progresses downward. So each spikelet consists of 4 to 6 flowers. The opening of flower starts from bottom to top. So one floret in the spikelet opens per day. Only one flower is going to open from each spikelet. So flowering takes place simultaneously in all fingers. So complete emergence of inflorescence require near about 7 to 8 days. Depending upon their earth shape, flower opening period is going to be vary. If it is having a compact type, normally opening of flower takes place at 2 to 3 am. If it is a fisty type inflorescence, flower opening period vary from 3 to 5 am in the morning, and in open type inflorescence flowering will observe in 1 to 2 am. So pollen viability is very short. So pollen is viable only for 10 to 15 minutes. So anthers requires about 45 minutes for dehiscence after emergence. The stigma is receptive for about 5 minutes after emergence from the glooms. So self-pollination is the general rule here, because the period of anthesis is very short as well as viability of pollen is also less. So cross fertilization by wind and insect is less than 1%. So next point is selfing and crossing techniques. So if you want to perform a selfing operation, so panicle before commencing anthesis, we have to cover a whole panicle with paper cover, and we have to kept that paper until blooming is going to be over. Then crossing techniques, we have to go for emasculation. So in this process we are going to do a removal of male part from the flower. So in case of finger millet, it is performed by two ways, either by hand emasculation or by using a hot water treatment. So in case of hand emasculation, we have to do a selection of panicle and floret that is going to open on the next day. Then selected panicle we have to cover by using a polyethylene bag after spraying the plant with cold water and fixed airtight. So for hand emasculation, we have to first, after selection, we have to spray cold water on the inflorescence or floret, and after spraying cold water, we have to insert them, the whole panicle, in polyethylene bag, and we have to kept it airtight. So what happened, due to which the glooms are going to slowly open and expose the premature anthers and pistil. Then the three anthers we have to be removed carefully without injuring the stigmatic lobes. The emasculated panicle is again sprinkled with cold water to prevent drying of the pistil. In the male parent, the panicles that would be open the next day are cut and tied to emasculated seed parent. So whatever male parent you selected, simply we are cutting the panicle and we are going to tie them with emasculated seed parent, and both the panicles we are going to cover by a butter paper bag. Okay, so this is a hand emasculation method. Then second one is a hot water treatment. So the plants likely to flower during the next 2 to 3 days are selected. Then hot water treatment at 52 degrees Celsius for 2 minutes was the best for in order to get a more or higher seed setting. So 3 fingers retain in the panicle. So out of 5 to 10 fingers we are keeping only 3 fingers, and then that 3 fingers we are going to immerse in thermoflask which is containing a hot water for a different period. Then the spikelet are pollinated early in the morning. For that purpose, from the male parent we have to make a selection of inflorescence that going to open on the next day, are cut and again tied to the emasculated seed parent and covered by a butter paper bag. So limitations we are having here. So the necessary equipments we have to maintain. If you are using a hot water treatment, the correct temperature is very essential, otherwise it will cause a damage to the ovary as well as stigma. As well as we have to carry a proper equipment. Whatever water you are using, it must have correct and efficient temperature for many species. Then effect of temperature on stigma is also there, so we should have to be, if temperature is more, stigma will undergo the death, so we have to think about that. Then relatively small amount of seed set is reported in many crop species if we are doing a crossing. Then pollination, either we are doing a hand pollination or contact method we are using here. So in case of hand pollination, the inflorescence to be open will be selected. We are cutting with a long stalk from the male parent, and this is brought to the emasculated flower, and this male flower or a whole inflorescence is tied with the female flower. So that is the method of hand pollination. After tying, we are covering both the inflorescence with butter paper bag. So natural cross pollination takes place in 2 to 5 days. So sometimes marker genes are utilized for identifying the hybrid seedling in the nursery plot. Then contact method. So the reason for using these contact techniques are autogamous nature of crop with very small floret due to having a self pollination mode as well as the size of flower is very small. Then anthesis takes place in very early morning, so near about in the morning 1 to 4 am there will be opening of flower takes place, and the viability of pollen is very short. Therefore we have to use this contact method, because hand emasculation is possible but it has a certain limitation. Then procedure: planting date is adjusted so as to synchronize flowering of male and female parents. Then selection of proper stage, just flowered at the tip of ear. Then prepare ear and remaining portion of the finger and immature portion of the ear are removed with scissor. So in contact method what we are doing, from a female flower, when they reach the proper stage we have to make a selection and the remaining part we have to remove with the help of scissor. Only we are maintaining 2 to 3 fingers in each inflorescence. Then we have to make a selection of male ear which is similar in condition of flowering or just flowered. Then surround 2 female fingers with all male fingers are very loosely tied in a such a way to allow proper aeration. So what we are doing, 2 female fingers and we are keeping 1 male finger in all male fingers in the middle, and we are making a tie. Then remove the thread after complete flowering of the ear. Then tag crossed ear head for identification and collecting the seeds. So this contact method is developed by developed in Karnataka, which and successfully utilized for crossing, and there are varieties are developed such as GPU 26, GPU 28 and 48. So you can see how they are doing a contact pollination. So for that purpose we require certain kind of equipments. Then from female parent only we are keeping 2 to 3 fingers, others are removed with the help of scissor. Then we have to make a selection of male, and these 2 plants we are tying with the help of thread together like this. So one female and one plant is female plant, one is a male plant. So likewise we have to tie it together. Then we have to do a bagging, and when you see a complete flowering takes place we have to take out the bag and label the female plant for identification purpose. So next point is constraint in hybridization. So all small millets which have a small florets which are not amenable for easy hand emasculation and hybridization. So major constraint is millets are having a very small flower, so therefore it is not easy to operate a hand emasculation and hybridization. Then flower morphology and breeding behavior of the most millet make them more difficult species to work with. Normally their floral biology as well as breeding behavior, because if you see in case of finger millet, flower open in the early morning, so that will also constraint in hybridization. Then nearly all the millet cultivars grown were the result of selection from land races rather than designed crosses and selection. So whatever varieties available, they are the result from selection which is operated in land races. So mostly they are developed from land races instead of making crosses and selection. Next point is breeding goal. So for what purpose we are doing breeding in finger millet? To enhance the productivity, improve the quality of grain, elimination of toxic substances in grains and straw. So for that purpose we are doing a breeding, as well as to develop genotypes which is resistant to biotic and abiotic stresses, as well as early maturity, as well as for agronomic characters such as height. We want a height medium near about 50 to 75 centimeter, and tillering. So profess basal tillering we want. So for that purpose we are undertaking the breeding. The breeding methods utilized are introduction. So interstate, Inda 5 and Sarda, these are the variety which is we have introduced from Karnataka in Maharashtra. So through introduction, then pure line selection is also utilized. So AKP 6 from the basal material AM number 159, Pure 1 is also developed from base material PR722. So pure line selection is also operated. Then mutation breeding and hybridization followed by selection. So thereby Co6, Purna, Indaf 8, Indaf 9, these varieties are developed. So this is all about emasculation and hybridization in finger millet. So thank you.